Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to make a quick video before the weekend comes up. I know there's going to be a bunch of summoner skirmishes this weekend and probably next weekend as well in your areas. Just wanted to show the deck list that I've used to win my last two summoner skirmishes, going undefeated in both of them with Victor. So if you look on the screen, nothing too crazy starting out. We're running a 6 and 6 rune split, blue and yellow. I try to make the deck as even as possible in that regard, just because it feels really bad sometimes. 7-5, turn one, maybe you're looking to cull, or maybe you have the seven blues, or sorry, seven yellows, and you want a sprite fountain turn two or something like that. So I try to keep it as even as possible. And if you look to the right, the power curve is pretty evenly distributed. Nothing too crazy here. You could even see that the domains are actually completely even, 20 and 20. Not that that really matters. It's mainly the power that matters. Um, One thing to note is this is a pretty spell heavy deck. We're running 24 spells, 13 units, and 3 gear. Although the 3 gear are sprite fountains, so it's kind of fake. I like to consider those units. So let's just say it's 24 and 16, which is a little bit more even. For the battlefields, it's nothing out of the ordinary with this. Rockfall, game one. When you're going first, it's Arena's Greatest, and going second, it is Forbidding Waste. Um, All right, deck list. Let's go over the units first, and then we'll run down the spells and everything else. So for units, we're running Yellow Victor. This is still just easily the best one. Do not try Blue Victor. It's really fun, but having 3 might is a big no-no in this game. It's just following star bait. At least this Victor gets, it has to take both hits from the falling star. Units. Carry and Dredger, the robot. Some people are running the Plundering Pora instead of this one for the gold and the might, but this one just synergizes so well with all the removal in the game right now, as well as the Cola Weeks and Safety Inspectors, and Yellow Victor. When this thing dies while Yellow Victor's on the board, you're getting a recruit and a bird at the same time. The bird can also turn into a recruit if it dies with Victor on the field. Um, just insane synergy, especially playing into the more control-oriented decks like Ezreal, Bella's Breath. At least you'll most likely have a unit next turn to conquer with or something like that. And if not, it's got deflect, so you're deramping the opponent a little bit. Honest Broker, this is better than Plundering because it pretty much always you're going to get this effect unless it just gets returned to hand, but you could always just play it again. Plundering Poor, a lot of times it's like, okay, I'm on the field, I'm not actually conquering for whatever reason. Maybe you get gusted or something, which is pretty prevalent in purple right now. So Honest Broker is just a lot more consistent. And those are the 6 2 drops. Since we're playing Victor, we're only going to be running 6 2 drops. This is pretty normal. Um, Next, I'll talk about the Sprite Fountain. I think this is the best card to hit Unleashed this entire set for Victor. This deck list is pretty aggro, tempo oriented. So a lot of the times what you're going to do with this card, again, I like to count this as a unit, maybe even two, because it makes two of them, right? Um, there's going to be 2 battlefields, right? One of them is going to be, let's say, this one, Forbidding Waste, right? And the other is going to be like a normal battlefield or something like that. We'll just call it a neutral, like Arena's Greatest. Uh, if you're going first, do not play this turn one. If you're going second, especially into like a LeBlanc or something that needs to take over, you're gonna pop your Sprite Fountain turn one, going second, and go onto the good battlefield. So instead of going to Forbidding Waste, you're gonna go to Arena's Greatest. That's just simple logic. It's going to force your opponent to either expend a resource, most likely, or just go to the other battlefield that's not as good and conquer. Um, it is not troll. I promise. Do this against most opponents, especially like LeBlanc or Master Yi or something like that. 3 might is not that easy. Well, it's kind of easy to get over turn two, but again, they're gonna have to expend a resource if it's just a normal 2 drop that they're running. Also, just to talk a little bit more, it's 2 units that come in. first turn and then the next turn, so just super good. This should be a staple 3 of in every Victor deck, I think. Next is Zinzao, just accelerates, 3 for 4, pretty good. You can almost always get him out accelerated because we just pop one to make a recruit and then, play a 2-drop, or maybe there's a recruit or something from last turn. This is really easy to get off. Just really good value, 3 for 4, and 4 is an important number in this game. Next unit is Safety Inspector. I'm only running one of these because I kind of figured that it was a little heavy running 2, especially into the more aggro mid-range unit slop decks. It was just not getting a lot of value. It's not very good into like Azir. It's not very good into like Draven, Rengar. It's not good into the decks that run a lot of units. So I had to cut that. So I essentially just treat this guy as like a 4th cold a week, which I think is acceptable. We are running one more in the side in case we get into an Irelia matchup or a Master Yi that's not running a lot of units or something like that. Any deck that's not running a lot of units. Diana doesn't run that many units most of the time. Really good into. And then the last unit in main board is Thousand Tail Watcher. This guy is and always will. Well, I'm not gonna say always will, but for the last 3 sets has been insane. Great finisher. I can't tell you how many times like I've top decked this late game to win the entire game. It's an accelerate, -3. It also synergizes with a lot of the other cards that we have going, and I'll get to that later. Sideboard units, we're running 1 Chakram Dancer. Just a good combat trick. I'll side this in like game 2 and 3. Very good. I actually won a game during my skirmish against an Azir when I tried pushing my recruit. He had 2 runes. He hidden bladed my recruit to try to stay alive, and I Chakram ambushed in. Another really good value that this card has is if you put 2 recruits up to a battlefield and ambush with this, that's 7 might. That is not easy to get over. A lot of times the opponent is thinking, okay, it's just 2 might. I'm going to use Discipline, or I'm going to use On Guard or something like that. In this situation, most of the time, they're going to have to use like Punch First, and that's a dub for us because we're going to be deramping them by 2 if they end up committing that hard, and that usually means that you're basically winning on the spot. Just a really good combat trick. Oddly enough, I'm running 2 Vi's in sideboard, and I'll get to the main logic behind that later when I go over the main card that I'm running instead of it. I'm running it. I'll just go over it now. Vi is in sideboard because we're running Rockfall Path game 1. Does not get as much value, and sometimes you'll run into people that will double Rockfall, and she just is kind of dead in hand. You'd much rather have a lot of other cards in hand than this card if you're running Rockfall on both battlefields, right? The card that we're running instead of this as a staple is Falling Comet. And this is the MVP of this deck for the current meta. I'll get to the other spells later. There's nothing out of the ordinary, but this card I'm running 2 of because it's 5 costs, so you don't really want to run more than 2 of these. It could be too heavy. But this eliminates a lot of the issues that Viktor has. We have problems getting over, say, a Rengar. Like, you don't want to hit and blade the opponent, right? Because then they get to draw 2. If you run this against Rengar, deal 6. So say they conquer the prior turn, you're just going to kill it next turn with this and conquer with the recruit. This also gets over Hui. A lot of the time the opponent moves in, they are not going to be pumping the Hui. This is action speed. You can just pop it for 6. It has 5 might, and it's dead. Another thing is Vex. Vex, yes, there's a deflect. And yes, there are counter spells. There's counter spells to everything in this game, right? But this is 5 might. 5 cost, so it gets over to 5. If Vex decides to discipline, it's still 6. The only thing that kind of saves this is like Hard Bargain or Not So Fast or something like that. But if they run those spells on a 5 cost spell, I think I'm okay with that because it means that you can use your bigger spells later, like the Imperial Decree Wombo combo. The whole idea of this deck, and I'll get into this more, is we're hitting them with so many spells that they don't have enough counters for it, right? We got Stupefies. That's not really a kill spell, but we have Bellows Breath, Hidden Blades, Cold the Weeks, Eclipse, Wages, Deadly Flourish, Falling Comet, and Imperial's not really a kill spell, but it enables. So yeah, the idea is essentially we're just gonna wipe them with so many spells that there's not enough counters. Um, I'll move on to the spells now and kind of go over my philosophy. I'm running one Shadow Call. This is a little greedy, but my deck list is super tight, and I think this card, if I see it more than once in a game, then I'm kind of pissed off about it. So I really only want to see this once, if that. I like every card in my deck. I like the consistency. It helps a lot into Ezreal. If your local meta has a lot of Ezreal discard decks, then yeah, definitely run like 2+, or 2 and 1 inside or something like that. But my local meta is just a lot of like Irelia's, Master Yi's, Vex, and Diana. So yeah, I'm only running one. Next, Call of the Week. Not much to say. Staple 3 of. Same with Hidden Blade. Eclipse. I'm running 2 of these. It's really good for the -4. It also synergizes really well with like Deadly Flourish. You can kill a 7 might unit with this. It synergizes Wages. You can kill a 7 might units with this. It synergizes with Bellows. You can wipe a backline a lot of the time with this. If there's a few 2-drops and maybe like a 5 might or something like that. We're also running Wages of Pain. Just, gold generation. A lot of the times Victor is a pretty power hungry deck, but with all the gold generation we have between the Honest Broker, the Wages, and the Deadly Flourish, we're getting to the 8 rune threshold that we need pretty safely most of the time. Next, Deadly Flourish. I have this as a 2 of. It's really good. It's a really good flex card. Say you're running against an Irelia, instead of having to call the week, you can just pop the Stellacorn that they drop turn 2 with this, and their day's ruined. It's also good for sniping the Bewitching Spirits that make you discard. It's good for sniping Ezreal. Any of the other, it's good for sniping Karthus. It's good for hitting anything in the backline and ramping you. And again, you can combo this with Eclipse, and you just killed like a 7 might unit. So very good. The other logic behind this is that we're running Deadly Flourish to eliminate the cold baits. There's a lot of cold baits. A lot of times, good players that play Victor are going to try to establish their board and not only have one unit because they're scared of coal. This is kind of the answer to that. Just being able to cull the targets that you want to cull and not have to cull like a Ravenbloom student or something stupid, some other 2-drop. I already went over Falling Comet, but I really can't emphasize how good this card is right now. You can side it out game 2 if you're playing into, the decks that don't really care about holding. But I promise, if you run this card at your locals, you will succeed. This card is so good, nobody ever expects it. It's an Origins card. No one expects this card in Victor. I think I'm the only Victor player in my local area that runs this card. And again, just trust me, try it, play 2 of it in main, try it over Vi. You'll see the difference. We don't need to struggle with Vex anymore. You don't need to struggle with Hui. You don't need to struggle with Rengar or the beefy mastery units. This is the answer. Imperial Decree. We're only running 2 of. If your local meta is heavy on Yi's, I would probably swap to 3 and drop a Bellows. Just swap those out. But right now it's a little bit more flexible into a variety of metas or decks. I like the 3 Bellows over the 3 Decree because the 3 Decree is sometimes super bricky. But again, if I'm playing into like a Master Yi, I'm going to side out a Bellows and side in an Imperial Decree almost every time. Because at that point the game plan is going to be to establish a base, pop Decree, and then run recruits in to kill the camel. Sideboard spells. I'm not running a salvage in main just because I think Aurora's kind of fallen off, and yeah, I like to be a little bit greedy, and it works most of the time. Pretty obvious you're only running this into the gear decks like Aurora, Baited Hook, LeBlanc, that kind of thing. One more Imperial Decree inside. Again, this is for the Master E matchup to just kill the camel. Irelia matchup, Aurora matchup, that kind of thing. I'm running one Singularity inside. This card is fallen off a lot because of the introduction of like Hard Bargain and Abandon. A lot of times it's just like kind of game losing. So I really only side this in if I know that the opponent is playing a deck that doesn't really run counter spells, like LeBlanc or something like that, Lux, that kind of thing. Anything, Jin, even Jin, any blue red deck, that kind of thing. So yeah, that is the deck list. Some of the logic behind this is might manipulation. So you can manipulate a lot of the might with Thousand Tailed Watcher. You can manipulate it with Eclipse, and then just go in for the kill. Oh, I guess Stupefy as well, and go in for the kill with Bella's Breath, Deadly Flourish, Wages, Comet, all this stuff. I'm gonna stop yapping now, and I will post a link to this deck list in the description for this video. And then coming up, I will be posting some gameplay videos against one of my friends who's a very good Irelia player. Okay, now I'm recording. All right, so he won the die roll.
Oh, I was gonna say, you want to do your intro or what?
No, I mean, we don't need to do an intro. It's just Viktor versus Irelia.
Okay. So yeah, I won the die roll. Obviously, I'm going first. Kind of have my default going first battlefield. I think with this hand, I'm gonna mulligan this.
I definitely want to keep one of these, but this is,
Yeah,
holding this is kind of greedy, so I'm probably gonna roll that too. And it's a good thing I did that.
All right, well, I'll just start off with a nice little 2-drop, and I'll pass.
Cool. I'm gonna do the Viktor thing, make a guy, and then play 2-drop, pass.
Nice. Okay. So from here, I think I just want to play Stella and pass.
So
Reason why is I don't want to go in with Poro, have you be able to trade it off, and then just call the week and kill my Stella Corn.
So this is the best reason why we run this card right here, Deadly Flourish, because most good players are going to try to develop, and we're going to snipe them. So we're going to snipe this Stella Corn herder, make a gold, and there's all their draw. So, and then we'll move this guy here, conquer.
Yep.
This guy here. Conquer, and then develop one more. We could greed for this card, but that's just stupid.
Alrighty. Well, let's see. You're gonna be on 7 mana. Not a ton of threats. I mean, there will be the threat of Xinjiao, but I think first I'll go in here.
No response. I'm tapped.
Play another Stella. And then I think I will do the thing, equip and ready her, and move in, draw a card.
Yep.
Pass to you, you get a gold.
Oh, you still have to conquer the rockfall.
Oh, oops.
This dies, make a gold, and now we are ramped because we have 2 golds.
Yep.
So now we can do, there's a line here. I think it's just, what is that? Wages is 3 for that. Zinzao. No, we don't have enough for that. So think, okay, hold on. How much mana do we need for this? Because to kill that, it is 4. We have a Zen. Do that. But then it's going to come back and we want to call it off the rip because that's their draw engine. So I think we greed here a bit and stupefy the Poro.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. It worked.
Always lucky.
Tap 1 for this. This. Make a guy. 1, 2, 3 and a gold. Play Zinzao.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna trade this right here.
Cool. So I'll draw.
Yep. This would be 4 to 4, but it's fine because we're getting
Sure.
rid of 2 of their draw engines. And then we're gonna cull and basically restart. And
Alrighty.
then pass turn.
Back to square one. This is an interesting spot here. I think I'll start with sneaky.
That's like the worst thing ever for us.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing possible.
It doesn't get any better.
uh, and now he's
It
gonna
doesn't.
develop Irelia. Oh no, he's gonna ready
Yeah.
because you chose. Yep.
Yep. Oops. Sorry, I'm going back to
Yeah,
four.
you're good, dude.
Yeah, and then I'll just pass from here.
Okay,
I don't
so
really like, hitting me with a watcher here is like kind of whatever.
yeah. We got some options here. So we're gonna do 2 in this for Sprite Fountain. This will give us a play next turn as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's send. Let's do this first. Let's wages the Tide Turner because he's on Abandon Hall,
Okay.
and we don't
Yeah,
want to
that's
mess
fine.
with that. Make a gold. We're scaling. Go here.
I'll gust it.
That's not very good for us. This is the issue right now is we have no draw. That's fine. Let's wages this.
Okay.
Make another gold. The wages are really only useful against the small units, so it doesn't really matter. And then make a
Yeah, you
guy.
really don't want to be waging my
Yeah.
Irelia,
Yeah,
like
wages
ever.
on Irelia is really bad, so the wages are getting value, but now we both have no cards in hand. Well, I guess he has 4 and I have 1.
Just gonna be playing Irelia here and then playing a GA. I need to play around last call or yeah, last card call or something. But I do think that if I can have this Aurelia survive, I kind of just win the game. Um, Now I have to think about if I want to ready her and score a point because will you have enough stuff to kill her and then call afterwards? Technically, yeah, if you draw Stupefy. So I think I will just stay here, not try to risk it.
It's
And
also
I'll
probably
pass.
better because you want to stay on evens most of the
Well, I
time.
would go to 5, hold to 6, move her
Yeah.
back, you know.
So our hand kind of sucks. So we're gonna do. Just gonna go for the points. Go here, conquer.
Mm-hmm.
Pass me the thing.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Go there, conquer. Go here, conquer. He's probably gonna get to 6 next turn. Tap 1, tap Victor, make a guy. Tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and a gold for Victor. 1, 2. Probably 1, 2, 3, and a Zen. I think we just develop everything here.
Oh wow.
because
Okay.
we our hand our cards we've gotten just all wages, all low cost wages.
Yeah,
We have
not a lot
not,
of card
yeah.
draw, no hidden
So
blades or
this is not
anything.
a good one. And we had that one coal, and he had double
Hmm.
Stellacorn.
What do I do here? I think I try and wipe your board. Fortunately, I can't really go to 6 here, I think. Let me see if I can maneuver it. Let me see. So I could do this, then this, then this, go to 6. Yeah, I could. It's just gonna be like, is it worth it? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I have no cards in hand, so if I draw a 2-drop next game and you have like Defiant Dance, it's probably Jover.
Yeah, it's not really. It's just okay. So I'm gonna. This is gonna be weird, but I'm gonna gust your unit.
That's why I don't get the death knell.
No, it's not for the death knell. It's for the abandoned hall trigger. So I'll recycle. Let me do it this way. I'll recycle to untap her. She gets +2. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know. How do I do this? How do I increase her might? Control.
See.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one. What the heck? No. It's not this that I want. It's this. So she gets +2, and then another +2. One for the ready, one for the um un one for two for readying, one for choosing, one for abandoned hall.
Yes.
Okay. Passing focus.
Oh, my bad.
Now you're good. Go to 5. Uh on conquer, I will pay the 1 to do this. I'll then charm this in.
The Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets another like +2.
No
I'll charm
way.
the Shinjao in.
No
Yeah.
way.
I mean, I was breaking on something. I'll move her
Yep.
back. And then go here.
Yes. Okay, now
Well,
he's
I'm
out
not
of
gonna pay the
cards.
1. We're both in top deck
We're
war
both
right
top
now.
decking.
Yeah, I basically need to
Oh,
draw.
perfect.
Oh, oh no.
Um. Okay. Well, actually, it's not perfect because I don't really
Yeah.
know. Hmm. I think the only line, because if I kill him with, I just drew Hidden Blade. So if I kill him with Hidden Blade, he just wins next turn.
Maybe.
So
I mean,
I mean, yeah. Oh well, maybe not.
yeah, I have to draw like I have to like have like this crazy line as well.
Mm, I could score twice on this turn, but then I'm dead on hands. It's kind of like, do I want to gamble? And I probably want to gamble because you're up 2.
Mm-hmm.
I probably gamble here. Go here, conquer. If he's at
Mm-hmm.
0 cards, we don't want to give him any kind of card advantage whatsoever. So let's just
So are you
hit
hidden
him.
blading yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him blade my recruit right here.
Oh snap. Okay.
I don't know if that's correct or not.
It's tough. It's tough. I think because
It's
I'm not sure what else you. I mean, it's
it's probably
probably
right. Because
maybe.
we'll
I can
see.
think your only out is hidden blade into me drawing nothing into you
Oh,
drawing
perfect.
Walker.
Cool.
Oh,
So we got that. And now we are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Falling Comet that.
mm-hmm.
I paid the deflect, I think, right? No, I
Yeah.
didn't. Wait, did I? Did it say recycled?
Uh, one,
No, I don't think I did.
two.
I don't think I did.
One more. Yeah.
And then we'll just move this guy here.
Yeah.
Pass defocus. Conquer to 6. Tap, tap. Make a guy back here. And in turn, he has 1 card in hand. We could possibly win next turn. Top deck war.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll just go here. I'll pass focus.
Hmm. I think I'm supposed to hidden blade you here.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
I think you are. I'm gonna react with discipline.
Sure to draw 3.
Well, I'm gonna first draw 1. Okay. Yeah, and now I'll draw 3.
Yep.
Oh, cringe. Um. Yeah, unfortunately, I could not out Hidden Blade with the Falling Comet Hidden Blade.
Yep.
I pass, you hold to 7. Then
And
you
then
go
conquer
to
next unless you have gust. Hold 7. Go here.
Yeah, I guess I did make him. I guess I was supposed to just let the Hidden Blade resolve and keep the discipline. That was kind of my mistake, actually.
It's it's whatever. I also just drew a watcher, so
Oh, I would have been. I would have lost for sure then.
yeah.
I think, 'cause I would have had this into this
Here,
into draw
reveal
it.
your hand.
Yeah, no, I would have. Oh yeah. How do I do that?
It's the little eyeball next to your hand, next to where it shows like the floating. Okay, you had Vex, not so fast, so that would have been crazy.
Well, yeah, I just didn't see these
Yeah,
at all, right? I didn't see any counters the entire game, basically.
yeah. You had no counters, but you did have the double Stellacorn. The draws were just not
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
best, I guess. All right,
Okay, let's go
go
next game.
next.
Next game.
So
All
for this
right.
one, we probably want to side out. Um, Definitely wages. We want to probably keep the comet. Maybe side in one of these. Side out one of these. And add this guy for sure. There's an argument for Vi, but I really think that Comet is just better against Irelia. Because you're deramping twice. This is probably correct. And we know he's running not so fast now as well, so we're definitely not going to side in Singularity.
Hey, that's because you asked me to reveal.
Yeah, that's cheating.
I think I gotta do this. I think this is correct, but we'll see. All right.
Where you're going second. I don't know why it's giving me the option to pick Rockfall again.
I think it's because this is a little bugged or something.
Oh,
all right.
yeah,
I guess
we must
yeah.
have 1 to 2.
Something happened.
We might be
All
on
right,
a best of 1 or something. I don't know. That's why you can
all right.
side. But yeah, just take first.
Yeah, I'm taking first again.
Ooh, this
looks
is
pretty good.
awkward.
I think I'm keeping this.
As bad as it is, we have to mull probably this and I guess this guy. Oh, and it was worth it. There you go.
He says that a lot.
Never punished. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
No shot. Okay. Oh man. Oh, that's awkward.
GG.
That is awkward as hell. That's so awkward. Uh. Okay.
Yeah, keep eyeing, keep eyeing.
Let's start with. Let's kill one of them.
Damn.
Draw a card. Um. Tap, tap, make a guy. We want to go to 2, stay on even, so go here, pass focus, go here, pass focus. He's tapped, so it's fine. Our hand is kind of awkward.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
And what do I want? What do I care about? I mean, Forbidding Waste is pretty annoying. But I do want a point, so yeah.
Yep.
And then I'll just pass.
Interesting. Okay. Hmm. So he probably has a pump spell. Discipline.
What?
Yeah, it's really 2 up, discipline, on guard. Hmm. This is so awkward. Let's do this. May be greedy, but let's do this. Let's Bellows here once.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So some tech about Forbidding Waste is that if they're marked for damage, this battlefield is a while defending alone. So the second you move in with a recruit here, he goes to -1, or sorry, to 0 with 1 marked on him, and there's no reaction window.
Yeah, like if I wanted to defend it, I needed to react to the
Yep.
Bellows Breath with a pump.
So we're gonna go here, and there's no reaction window here.
Yep.
Conquer and score. We are now at 4 from the hold. Now I think we just develop. So we'll go here. Tap, tap, make a guy. We could possibly play Viktor, but it is charm bait, but I think we do it anyways. Because you got to get it out of the way anyways.
Okay, Stellacorn survived. I like seeing that.
He gets that. He gets a draw.
Rock hard. I'll draw a card.
Oh my god, you got both. Yep.
And I will, in fact, pay the 1 to draw
Yep.
off of Temple. Oh, interesting. These are some interesting draws. Now, what to do here? What am I afraid of? Lots of things. I think I'm afraid of too many things to the point where I'll play a Lonely Poro and I'll pass.
Um. Hmm. 3, 4, 5, 6 might.
Indeed.
Based on our hand. Let's do. Let's Comet the Stellacorn.
Comet the Stellacorn.
Out of Defy
So
range.
yeah, so GA pops.
Yep.
That's fine.
Um, he's at. We could just go to 6 here. Probably have to because Victor's probably getting charmed next turn. But let's just do it anyways. Let's stay on evens here. Pass focus. Pass focus. Go to 6. Tap, tap, develop one more. In turn. The double GA is kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's the only way to deal with all your stuff, no?
Yeah.
Let's see here. What to do? I think first let's go in here.
Yep.
I'll draw.
Okay. Alright, cool. I'm gonna make the scale die. I'll make a gold and a recruit off the death knell.
I think I will be paying the 1 to draw.
I think you're looking for charm.
I'll be going in here.
Yep.
And now, unfortunately, I think I have to pass.
Cool.
Yeah. Pass right into Watcher.
Let's do. There's different ways to do this. Let's go here. 4 to 2.
No, it's 4 to
No, 4 to
0.
0. Sorry. Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. I'll draw a card.
Cool. Go to 7. Pass the focus. And then the reason we did that is because we do have Watcher in hand. But he has so many cards that you can definitely probably get over that with Stellacorn. So instead, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a gold and play a Safety Inspector.
Ooh.
Um,
Can't really out that.
Let's kill. I have to declare my target first. He has plenty of mana up. It's honestly, I think I kill the Safety Inspector.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I think it's the Safety Inspector I kill. Get the Death Knell.
And I think I just lose here. I'm not sure. There's no way to like counter Safety Inspector at all.
Yeah, I mean you can like reduce your might and gust or something, but like yeah, I have 2 recruits.
I mean, no, I mean not like you're on 7, right? So
yeah. So the reason that happened is because we're playing around him having at least 1 gust in hand since he hasn't used one yet and his hand is massive. So you probably have a gust. So we're gonna go here.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a gust. I had a rebuke for the
Okay.
Watcha.
Yeah. So it was so you're gonna rebuke the recruit and then
yeah, you just go to 8.
Yeah, go here.
Yep.
Had all the counters
kinda...
this time. Yeah.
Well, I mean, nothing to counter.
Yeah,
What could I counter?
Yeah.
So unfortunate. That's my one thing with Irelia is like you are so beholden to your draws that it's like, okay, like this game, I did not need to draw 2 Stellacorns and Vex. But last game, I definitely did. Yeah, bro. Fuck Victor players, man.
Fuck Victor players.
Yeah, dude, look at his hand. Look at this dog shit, bro.
Yeah.
All right, GG's.
All right, GG's.